Hello and welcome to Alien Perspective. This video is about autism and dealing with a change in schedule and about dealing with frustration spirals. Alright, I guess I gotta make this kind of tangible, don't I? I can't speak too much in the abstract. So, had a plan where today I was gonna edit. It was the plan for today. Today is Tuesday, and Tuesday was gonna be edit day all the way back to Sunday. Unfortunately, life happens, and I do not have the time to edit today. Ironically, I'm taking the time to film. We're going to ignore that. And so, of course, my instant reaction was frustration. I hate it when my schedule's changed. My schedule and my plans, they work very well for me. And so when they get disrupted, I'm not happy. I go into grumpy mode. But it's different from when like somebody's late, like, hey, let's hang out at 6, and then it's like 8 o'clock and I'm kind of grumpy and spiraling. It's different from that because while I could be frustrated at some other person in that scenario, in this one, I'm just frustrated at myself. Because like when I was formulating my plan about editing today, well, why didn't I consider that I have all these other responsibilities that need to get done before tomorrow? So then I just get angry at myself because ultimately the only person that I can blame for my schedule being disrupted is me. My motivation for filming this right now in this moment, why I just had to film this morning, is because unlike in a previous video I did when I was really burned out, when I was stuck in sadness, at that point I wouldn't have had the mental resources to deal with the frustration this morning. When I was in burnout mode, I did not have the self-awareness to recognize, okay, I'm spiraling. I need to stop spiraling. I did not have that big picture awareness of, does this really matter? Like my schedule got changed today. Does it really matter? And that's like the best antidote to the frustration spiral I was going through. You know, in a previous video, I showed what it's like to be really down, and what it's like to feel drained, and what it's like to feel burned out. And I want to show the opposite. I want to represent my autism, and maybe your autism too, in both the hardship ways and the positive, I did this kind of ways. This morning, I had that self-awareness. I recognized that I was spiraling, and if I could impart any strategy, I try to always have that big picture. Like, does this really matter? Like, 10 years from now, am I going to look back and go, man, that Tuesday in the middle of, what is it, August of 2021, when I couldn't edit and I had to wait 2 days to fulfill my plan? Am I going to look back in 10 years and care? No, of course not. And I feel like that really disarms the spiraling. But, okay. I had this thought earlier. I was like, spiraling. And people in my life, they only ever refer to spiraling in that like really sad emotional way. I wonder if other people think about spiraling the way I'm thinking of it right now, which is it's bigger than that. It can also be frustration. So the frustration spiral for me this morning was, okay, well, if my plans change today and I can't do what I wanted to today, well, I can't do it tomorrow. And then well, God, now it affects 2 days from now, and then that affects the next few days, and it's like, oh my God, the spiral and frustration. And I feel like having that big picture view can just cut right through the spiraling on like one problem leads to another, and it's going to affect day after day after day. It's like, no. Just affects today, and today is just today. Adaptability and autism thing is weird because there's like this super difficult, like uphill battle I have to go through in order to just accept, okay, the plan has changed, right? And it's almost like once I decided, okay, I made a decision. This is like a force of will. I made a decision that was, I am not going to be made grumpy by this because, God damn it, this is only one day. And so once I got over that, being able to adapt to the plans changing becomes a whole lot easier. I don't know if I wonder if that's a common thing. Like, is it, because for me, I think of it as so emotions based, but that's me. Like, I don't, It's like this emotional resistance I have to like, no, but my plan was the best. I would say in general, this is one of my biggest struggles, that dealing with changes in schedule. Oh God, I suck at it. It's one of the things that is the biggest drain on me, because it's not just like, in general, right? If my plans get changed and it's somebody else running late, maybe they had a life thing and it's got nothing to do with their fault. Well, I'm still grumpy because, well, what do I do right now? Do I wait 2 hours? Do I do something else? And like my brain goes haywire, and it's one of those times where my executive functioning just, my ability to like make decisions just disintegrates. And it's like that awful feeling of being stuck in the ambiguity of, oh, well, but what do I do now? And then part of the spiral is, man, I don't want to be angry at somebody else because, wow, something happened and they're late, or something happened and I need to go do something. It's like, it's very frustrating to not be more adaptable. And then in a case like this, where it's reasonable for me to blame myself for the plans not going as intended, why didn't I consider anything other than the editing? Why did I have to be so black and white, today is editing day, and not consider anything else? Why couldn't I just do that? See how easy it is to just blame myself on this? Tried to have that big picture awareness. Really came through for me today, man. That's another thing, like that big picture awareness. I think that's an autism thing too. So it's like, well, a good quality of my autism was able to offset a frustrating, grumpiness-inducing quality of my autism. Is it silly? I feel so triumphant. It's like I overcame a schedule change on an emotional level, and I didn't let my whole day get ruined by it. I know that must seem small. Like I imagine like some regular person coming across me like, that's kind of small. But you know what? Unabashedly, I'm going to take some happiness in this. I hope that if you are one of the many autistic people that struggles with scheduling changes, that struggles with a plan getting changed at the last minute, I hope this video connected with you. I hope that something I said represented your experience. And you know what? If it doesn't, I really appreciate telling me how your experience is different in the comments section, because if I'm able to go, okay, well, my experience is this, and this person's experience has some overlap, but it's different in these ways, it'll make me better at representing the autistic experience on camera, because, not everyone wants to do this, and I want to be able to not just represent how autism feels to me. So, yeah, I really appreciate the comments, man.